Do you ever feel like you're holding yourself back? You keep trying, but you just never seem to make any progress. Effectively, the wheels are spinning, but you're going nowhere. Well, today, we're going to begin to fix that. You see, what I'm talking about is self-sabotage. It's that sneaky habit of getting in your own way. And that shows up in areas such as procrastination, perfectionism, negative self-talk and self-doubt, and also getting into bad routines. And if you want to make any progress, meaningful progress in your life, you're going to have to identify and begin to tackle these roadblocks, shall we say, in your life. But it has to start with identifying these roadblocks, identifying what's getting into your way, and how that has come about. And that's what we're going to dive into right now. And the thing is, self-sabotage is effectively all in your mind. It's the beliefs, behaviors, habits, and the self-talk, and I'm going to tackle self-talk in a video at the end if you watch to the end, that stop you from getting what you want in your life. And goodness knows how many times this has happened to me, and I'm going to talk more about that as we go on. But this shows up in all kinds of things, no matter where you want to go, whether that's relationships, whether that's your career, business, just going to the gym, whatever it is that you want to improve. If there's things holding you back, you're not going to get as far as you could, and almost certainly should do. So let's have a think about how that might turn up. See, maybe you've put off that big project because you're just afraid it won't be perfect. And you tell yourself that you're not good enough for promotion, even though you know you have the skills. And I'm gonna share with you a video at the end on tackling that negative self-talk. Or perhaps you just don't want to go to the gym because you're afraid of looking a little bit foolish compared to all of the people who've manifestly been going there for a long time. Or maybe you're just avoiding risks because failure feels worse than not trying. And if any of that sounds familiar, or you can relate to any of it, that is self-sabotage at work in your head. So how do we begin to spot these self-sabotaging tendencies and then begin to tackle them? Well, first of all, you need to ask yourself 3 very important questions. So find a quiet spot where you're not going to be disturbed for a little while, grab a pen and paper, and yes, I mean pen and paper, and write these things down. So, question number 1. What patterns are showing up when I don't succeed or don't follow through? For example, do you have a tendency to give up when the going gets tough? Question number 2, what fears are stopping me? Are you afraid of failing, looking dumb, or not measuring up to some perceived standard? And question number 3, and this is probably the most important one, what beliefs do I have about myself that might not be true? I mean, maybe you just feel that you don't deserve success, or maybe not even cut out for it. Now, we need to get real here, because identifying these issues and these self-sabotaging tendencies isn't easy. In fact, it can be quite tough and uncomfortable, but it really is the first step towards tackling these self-sabotaging tendencies and living a better life. And writing them down helps you to picture what it is you're up against. And you also have to bear in mind that tackling these things and facing up to them takes some courage. But I believe you've got this. However, it comes with a bit of, not necessarily a warning, but a word of advice. Tackle just one thing at a time. Because if you try taking on too much or changing too many things at the same time, you run the risk of overwhelming yourself and then putting yourself right back to square one, possibly even in a worse situation than you were in before you started. You see, every single person that's gone on to make meaningful changes and improvements in their life has asked these kinds of questions and has faced up to the things that are getting in their way, particularly the things between their ears. So, take some time out, could just be as little as 5 minutes. Write down just one thing that you'd like to tackle, that you've identified from asking yourself these questions, and then begin to face that situation. What is it you're afraid of? What are you not doing? What are you just not handling so well? What are you sabotaging? Are you being too much of a perfectionist? Are you procrastinating too much? Just work on one thing. That really is the way to start winning in life. So that's it. Find yourself some space and a little bit of time, pen and paper, and ask yourself those 3 questions and write down your answers. And remember, if you like this video, click on the like button, share it out far and wide if you think someone needs to see it. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and if you wanted to tackle that inner voice, that inner self-critic, watch this video here.